Hello, good morning. Welcome to the stream. One moment. There we go. Welcome to the stream. LeMay, Dharma Gaming, Doberman, and Austa.png. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Gosh, everybody's early. Interesting. I still feel tired, but I slept well otherwise. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank here. What was I gonna say? Right. I'm reaching the end of this, page anyway. Well, the end of the sketch aspect of it. I'm going to finish the center picture before I start to color it. Pardon me, I'm still a little bit tired even though I've been awake for a while. Excuse me. Doberman, where have you been? Yeah, long time no see. It's nice to see a returning face after all this time. You've been everywhere, you've just been busy. Whoops, this is not the right one. There we go. Welcome back. Good luck with the coloring, it's one hell of a process. Yeah, it's true. I'm trying to love it again. I know there was a time where I would just phone it in. But now that I know what I'm doing, it's fine. How's the audio? Am I loud enough? I think I'm loud enough. I'm in the yellow. I think the music is a little bit too loud for me. You love the shock expression. Yeah, that was pretty funny when I drew it. I'm gonna quickly draw in the hair. Here. Okay, great. The face looks perfect. God, I love how it's drawn. This is how I feel when I realize I'm running out of time on something. Panic. Let's see. Let me make this part a little bit bigger. I'm glad you guys like the page here. Let me just zoom out for a bit. Everyone seems to like the shocked expression, but I want you to see the entire page. I think this is one that I feel the most at home with. Put in her face as well. I also have to finish that hand, as well as give her bottoms. Like has manual breathing. How is everyone? How's the week been treating you? bottom right with her face on the table, whatever is cute. Oh yeah, she is tired from all her studying. I'm sure that's relatable to a lot of you folks. I'm gonna just quickly draw in a template of a face. I'll put more details on this in a moment. Okay, let me finish her hand and the pants, because I really want to get to the coloring part. Excuse me. My friend says my voice is cute. I'm watching you on the dorm TV. Hello, Doberman's friend. Thanks for the compliment. I finally don't sound sick now that the pollen is not a problem anymore. So that's great. I don't think I want to give her a skirt. I'm just gonna keep this simple. Should I give her a dress? I'm kind of thinking about it just for the sake of simplicity. She's shy or embarrassed or whatever. My vocabulary sucks. It's okay to be shy. There's nothing embarrassing about giving someone a compliment. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna simplify this as a skirt. Okay. Let me see. Let's go back to the hair layer. Don't worry, you don't bite. You better not. Anyway, you're just passing by. You're dizzy after a trip. See you, Sarah. Better watch out for the Doberman. Take care, Dharma. Sleep well. You just saw a tiny tuxedo cat on the bottom left. Tuxedo cat. I didn't draw a tuxedo cat. Oh, I'm sorry. You talking about my bongo cat? Yes. I forgot that was there. I'm so used to my desktop nonsense that I just like forget all about it. Yeah, that is Bongo Cat. It's a free app on Steam. And it has a gacha system, but unfortunately I have to turn that off. Otherwise it affects my frame rate. But every click and every keyboard type, it just does a bongo. I think you're seeing that. I do have a lot of other cats, but I want to use this one in the meantime. Although it is kind of hot today. Maybe I have my hot cat. Let me see. Do I have a hot cat? A cold cat. No, I don't really have a hot cat. More like gambling. Actually, it's not gambling per se. You see these numbers? These are all my clicks and keystrokes. You can exchange 1,000 for a random item. Actually, I'm gonna exchange right now. Okay, exchange again. Oh, I can exchange one more time. Ooh, that one's new. Got a new legendary. Wait, was that legendary or was that mythic? There it is. Oh, it was mythic. That's actually cool. This looks like a tea cat. Yeah. Got a perfect hat for you. If I can find it. There it is. Perfect. Tea cat. For the time that it got launched, it had seasonal stuff, but I don't think they're rerunning any of that, so I would have to actually buy those things, which I'm not gonna do. It's probably in the system anyway, so I'm not gonna even bother. I just like the cats and the random aspect of it. I also do like the exchange system. I think it's pretty fair. That was my first mythic. Welcome to the stream, all. Oh, gosh, I gotta keep remembering. I'm just a terrible YouTuber. For all the folks watching, can you please give this stream a like if you like it? And if you can share it. I always forget that aspect because I'm so small and I'm only here once a week. Then again, I do view this as a hobby for now. But it would be cool if my channel can grow. I just forget to ask because I just go right into working. So I don't even think about it. Hitting the like and subscribe. That's true. Make her famous, chat, or the monster under the bed will come and get you. No. Don't let the monster get you. Ugh. Stinky monster. Let's push this out a bit more. Whoops. This button's not working completely well. I broke one of the buttons on my pen, so it's gonna be a little bit wonky when I use it. It's a bit, it's been like kind of repaired, but it's still a little bit weird. Just push down on that real quick. There we go. Can the monster be a cat or a cat monster? Sure. It can. Monster can be a cat, and if it hides under your bed, it steals your socks. And if you make it angry, it's gonna leave stinky farts under your bed. Would you be able to replace it, or would you need a whole other tablet? No, no, no. I don't need to replace my tablet for a stylus. That's ridiculous. I'm also not looking to replace my stylus just for a broken button. I think I like my fix for now. I'll only replace something if it's basically unrepairable. And since this is a good fix for the meantime, I'm gonna keep using it. If at any reason the pen just stops working on the tablet, then yeah, I would have to replace it entirely. Because that's something I don't think I can ever fix. But I'm one of those people who are like, I'd rather repair something than replace it first. Because I'm one of those old-fashioned folks who has like a sentimental value with my items. Because I have that appreciation for the tools that I use. I know there's a culture around that, but I'm not aware of it, so I can't really describe it very well. I think it's just a craftsman culture in general that are like, I love my tools and I will repair them rather than replace them. That hair big enough? No. Yeah, you're the same way. Not with your socks, your feet get cold easily. The funny thing is, like, socks are one of the easiest to repair because of the way that they're knitted. You can like stitch them if you're willing. Actually, I should learn how to sew again so I can repair my socks. Also, the problem with socks is that they can just stretch to that capacity where you have no choice but to replace them because the elastic is just spent. And that part sucks. Those are usually the socks you wear the most. Should I make her cheek bigger? Make it a little bit. No, actually. Fix this. Okay. You try to repair your phone back then, ended up making it unrepairable instead. You need you need some type of knowledge and skill to do that, but yeah, I understand that. Sometimes you forget that because one draws on a laptop and PC doesn't mean they use their mouse to draw. Oh yeah, that's true. With you like to have something that's already been broken in by... Yes! Doing it again is just ugh. So you like to keep the original. Yes, exactly. Like you have a shirt that you really like, and it's very soft because you've been wearing it. So it sucks when you finally get a hole in it. But it's just so soft because it's been worn to a point where it's threadbare. Well, almost threadbare. Because you broke it in so well. You don't want to do it again. I have a shirt that's like that. It's oversized on me, which is fine. I don't care. But I like to rub the hem of it to a point where I basically just round a hole into it. But it just feels nice to the touch. It's like a comfort shirt. You know what to do, it's an easy fix, except my clumsy hands accidentally knocked the cup of coffee over the motherboard. Oh no! Oh my god. So you just straight up ruined that motherboard. Oh my god. No. No! I'm weird. I don't... When it comes to electronics, no liquid around my stuff. No liquid. I cannot have any liquid around me. I can't have dust around me. Just no. It has to be in a place where those are just completely separate from what I'm doing. I don't have to mask the freak out head here. Let's extend it a bit more. Mikote? Mikote ears are very long. Maybe this is too long. Let me check. Yeah, it's a bit too long. There we go. Definitely didn't cry for weeks straight before telling your parents your phone is dead. After that, I made it a rule, no water nearby when working. Yep. They're more like horse ears and cat ears. I mean, true in terms of shape, but I don't want it to make it too long. I know there are people are very particular about these specific races' ears, but I'm using the technique that the art director behind Grand Blue, the way that he draws animal ears is very interesting. Like, he makes them look a little bit feathered. I think that looks really cute. It's the reason why I draw my avatar's ears in that same way, because I really like the appeal. But if I want to quickly draw fuzz on ears, I just do a scratch method like that. Because I think it gets the same idea, especially here at the tips. It's a cat. Looks like a fox. Yeah, Mikote are like cat people. If you play Final Fantasy XIV, they are close to cat people, but they have like these long, somewhat thin horse-like ears. The thing is, horse ears are very particular though. They're like a particular diamond. If I visualize a horse's ear, I visualize it as so. But a Mikote's ear is a different type of diamond, you know? Plus the fuzz. So to me, this is a horse's ear, and this is Mikote's ear. And when I first saw the Mikote's ear, I thought it was a fox. Because of that reason. Interesting. Yeah. You've moved on more to lion bear shaped ear for your cat over time in illustrations. That's fair. Like that's those are one of the ears that are like appreciated on, like on teddy bears and on lions, but it's not really well used when you make OCs because there aren't a lot of lion OCs, specifically lions that I've seen. I've seen a lot of bear OCs, but they're usually like chibi bears. Well, my favorite bears are the Milk and Mocha bears. Let me see if I can draw their head. They have really big heads, and they have a defined cheek. They have big ears, such as this. I'm not doing it justice. I want to draw Mocha because he's the more um, stoic of the two. He looks like this. He also has a muzzle, I believe. And his girlfriend is the more expressive of the two. Draw her. She has, well, his girlfriend's called Milk, so that's why it's called Milk and Mocha. She has more elongated. Her eyes are much bigger. She's always smiling. Well, oops, I drew her mouth wrong. Hold on. Yeah. Oh man, my side tangent. This is why I always lose time every every Friday because I'm just side drawing. Take a tangent from my tangent. Let me look. Okay. You can look up Milk and Mocha online. It's a whole series. It was based off of a webcomic. But it became popular globally. I have a lot of their merch, specifically their clothes, because I really like it. Drinks, that's neat. Now I have an idea of what to name my OC. Yeah. Maybe I can come up. Nothing wrong with going off the rails is a good yap. Shush. It's always fun, that's true. Maybe I can actually let's take another side tangent actually. And look up Mocha Mocha. Uh, then this one. Oh, it's so cute. There we go. It's so cute. What's a yap? It's when I'm talking too much, basically. Aren't these two or is it adorable? So this is Milk, and that's Mocha. They have cute little adventures together. Cute little bears. Oh yeah, I didn't draw their ears at all correctly. You'll create a character concept and it will be nameless for months. You know what? That happened to me when I was drawing on my on my iPad. I drew this body based off of a book I was reading at the time because I really liked the pose. And then I expanded upon that design. But then I made this. I wound up making this demon girl in a turtleneck and biker shorts, bike shorts, not biker shorts. And she was nameless for I think almost 2 years because I just viewed it as a one-off, basically. Because it was based off of a study, I wasn't gonna think too much about it, and that was most of it. But then I just kept thinking about it and thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should do something with this, and that's how I made Siren, Siren the succubus. So sometimes it's like that. Like I just drew it on a whim. I'm like, maybe I should just revisit this thing I was just doodling all those months ago. Whoa, yeah. And I asked Hedgecat about it because she's succubus, and I'm like, what would be an appropriate name for her? Because I made her kind of overweight at the time. She was a chunky lady. And the lore around that was that she was attracted to human food for a bit after being bored of eating people, technically. There's a song in the background. Oh, don't worry about this. It's fine. If it's played in the game, then it's safe. Especially this one. This is one of the safer ones. But if it's something else, then I have to change it. I can't really show it. I drew her before on my channel, but I don't think YouTube likes her very much, unfortunately. Because I drew her for the summer, technically. I still want to design her more, but I've been backburnering a lot of my OCs. It's not that I hold them to a high regard, it's just I haven't thought of them creatively outside the box that I put them in. Outside of maybe Leondis, who is I actually do have a lion OC, but I haven't drawn him in quite a long time. Better seasoning. YouTube's a hater. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like certain bodies on display, which is, I guess it's fair, but eh. I guess that's why I don't draw her a lot, because I want to do more, but I want to do more Siren, but I'm thinking like what else? Because I turned her from fat to fit girly, so I have to expound upon that. Also, Leondis is just a lion demon. Oh, hey, Hedgecast, speak of the devil. Was it a demi OC or a furry OC? Well, Siren is a demon OC. Leondis is he's also a demon, but he's also a lion. He can transform into a lion, but he's actually a demon. He transforms into a large black lion with blue undertones, and his tail is lit by a blue flame. At least that's how I envision him. I haven't really fleshed out the idea. It's only in lore terms. But he's not even like the only OC I have. I have several others. That's cool. You get how he works? Yeah. My favorite OCs to draw are animal ears characters and demons. Mostly because I like those type of games that have those type of characters in them. I guess that's why I really like Arknights. But also, I'm largely inspired by the game Disgaea. I'm hoping for the next one to come out soon. And that's why, as much as I love anime, I'm more inspired by video games. I've always have been. I find anime to be a bonus on top of my hobbies. But what inspires me most are mostly video game designs. Talking about OCs, dang, you missed some fun stuff. Yeah, sorry about that. I was talking mostly about Siren and why YouTube doesn't like her. Let me see if this lines up. Okay, it does. Siren's not a foodie anymore. Well, the thing is, she still is, but she's just not a fatty. She learned the see, I think this is why I got inspired a little bit by Elf San needs to go on a diet. She got inspired by fitness, so she learned that lifting weights helps her eat more. So she got fit. She's no longer fat, but she's still eating food, like a lot of food, but she justifies it because, oh, I'm building muscle anyway. So, it's like that. Oh, bye, Doberman. Light is off in 6 minutes and you need to get the dorm clean before lights off. Have fun. Just want to chill and watch something. Okay. Good night. Sleep well. You have discovered the art of bulking? Yeah. You like to see the before and after of her sometime. Did I transfer it over? Well, it's been so long. I think she's on my computer. Let me, we're gonna sidebar again. See if I can open it here. Alright, so this is how she started. Let's see. Then I drew her again. Here she is. I drew her again here. Then I drew a version of this. Where is it? Right. Here, where she's eating a hamburger. And then, I'm hoping YouTube doesn't flag me. Actually, it probably won't flag me if it's in gray. So I did a speed paint of this. worker. And let's see. And then I drew another one. Oh, I'm sorry. This is out of order. This is from 2024. This one is from... I think this is the more safer of the two. This is from 2022. The other one is a little less safe because it doesn't look like she's wearing bottoms. Sorry. They're looking good. Yes, thank you. Hopefully it's all my fault. I drew her too soft when I did. Yeah. And then this was later in that year of 2022. I made her fit. And this was the final time that I drew her. So yeah, she turned her body into I guess a muscle construct. Lost most of the fat in some of the places. Now she's all about that fit life, just to justify eating. This outfit looks cute. Yeah, thanks. I really like this hoodie slash shrug. I basically call it her costume. The top underneath it often changes, as you can see. This one. I'm gonna put this as side by side. Nope. Here. So yeah, I wanted to make the hoodie part consistent because it's my favorite part. Curve so line. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, also what I like to do with her is like I really love earrings. I have several piercings on my ears as well. But I don't have as many as her. So I like to put my desires onto her. Like I like to give her more earrings. I like to give her longer hair. I like to dress her. I just treat Siren as my doll, basically. So I dress her how I would want to dress. So that's me just fleshing out this character. This was her journey, I guess. And this is how she started. Isn't that something? Your desires onto her. Hold up, wait a minute. What? What's up? Yeah, I treat my OCs like a doll. I just put whatever I want for myself onto them. I think most artists do that. I'm sure like some of you guys understand, right? Most artists' art are their own desires or their feelings or they're just imagination. That's it. I can't show a lot. YouTube doesn't like the biggins like that, so I can't show too much. You think every character artist has one or two OCs that they experiment with the most? I know you do. Like Hedgecat is your most experimental character. You swear you just woke up and now you're wide awake paying attention, Trust. You mean Sanique? Yeah. You know that's who I mean. I know you're respectively looking. Always watching YouTube. Let me fix this eye a little bit. I should, I should take the time to draw more of it. Yeah, Headshot's a separate character. You don't know why YouTube would view stuff you draw of Siren. You don't think it's very particular safe for work. I know that, even though, like, she's technically not naked because she's showing her chest like that, and to a degree her midriff, the YouTube algorithm just flags it as, like, kind of spicy. So it's gonna, like, it might ratio my stream because of it. I think it happened when I was drawing that picture from 2024. I remember that stream didn't get a lot of views because of it. Nothing I can do about that. I wonder if that made the head too long. Yeah, it's pretty prude because it wants to appeal to everybody, and yet, and to that degree, it appeals to nobody. Unfortunately. I think if I want to draw my OCs the way I want to draw them, I would have to go to a different platform. Let's fix this. What's next? Bellies are bad? Maybe. Maybe. I think it's just the idea of, like, if you're showing skin, we're gonna look at this very carefully. I have to mask the freak out face. There we go. Okay. If they go after bellies, it's over. Oh, I really hope not, because I love midriffs. I love crop tops. I love midriffs, crop tops. I love sports bras. You do creature art. Algorithm can't say much. Spicy ghost, but look spicy, but not too spicy. I wonder if I should shrink the head a little bit. I'm gonna merge this down. Let me see something. But yeah, it sucks that I have to, like, be extra careful when it comes to that type of stuff. I wish I didn't have to be careful. There we go. Otherwise, yeah. There is another platform I would have to go to, but I don't want to go there. It's a little bit too tiny. You're thinking about trying to make an outfit of a character, but you're kind of stumped as to what as to do. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow, my brain is not functioning. Let's start that again. You're thinking about trying to make an outfit of a character, but you're kind of stumped. You want to be showing the belly. Your weakness is a full body stocking, though, to the not safe for work minds with me. A full body stocking? Um, I have an idea of that, but I don't. Thing is, I don't really want to mention it here. I don't want to mention it in my voice. So, for you specifically, I'm just gonna DM it to you. um, I believe it's called. Okay, I'll just drop that in your DM there on Discord. If I say it out loud, people look for it, and it's a very not safe for work outfit. So I just want to be very careful. But it's not just that particular article of clothing. There are other clothes that can get you that can get you that look as well. But I don't know the name of it at the moment. Dang, if only there was some place we privately we can talk about character design. Yeah, especially like not safe for work types. Well, not safe for work clothing specifically, but I don't mind discussing it and drawing it, but can't do it here. Wait a minute. I'm missing something here. Yeah, I'm missing some tufts of hair. YouTube is watching, yes. Just like how you're always watching YouTube, YouTube's always watching you. And that's why content creators get a little annoyed when someone says, "Hey, I can't send you this comment because it goes into the shadow realm." The same with super chats. Like they moderate the heck out of you, even though the content creator's like, "Hey, I set the moderation to basic, so why are they getting sent to the shadow realm?" Oh, it's because you can't say that particular word or this particular word. The words that they ban are very strange too. Like you can't say the word fat, like FAT. I'm like, what? Why are you not allowed to say that? It's just a basic word. I understand you can't say cuss words. That makes sense if for a super chat because um it may seem like you're bullying the content creator, but human beings can understand nuance, so it's not always the case. You think your VPN is breaking stuff again, or is it just YouTube? I don't know. Sometimes it's YouTube. Sometimes that's the case. You just take off filters and just let it go. YouTube and me watching each other, I swear. it, will, it will blink first. I mean, with these streams, I have it on basic moderation, and even that could be considered strangely strict. I don't know what's up with that. Let me, I like it. Speaking of weird words, Dark Souls 2 would censor the word night. Well, NPCs were fine. It's their word. They would censor the word night for the players? Players can't say the word night? That's bizarre. Oops. It's the 3 letters that it censors. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That type of censorship is dumb because it's clearly a it's not AI. It's their filter system that's just way too sensitive, where it just uses the first 3 letters and like, nope, you can't use that word regardless of what that is. Wasn't there another word that they censor in Dark Souls? I get that it's multiplayer. It's multiplayer, right? And you can only communicate with the words that they provide you. That is what you're allowed to type. I'm pretty sure there's some things you're not allowed to type. The filter isn't paying attention to the whole world for context. It just sees the letters on it, so on its no list and censors them. Hello, Helio. Welcome to the stream. I know you're late. You're here anyways. I've been going for about an hour. It's fine. I'm in the wrong spot. Oops. Hello, welcome to the stream. Everyone's so friendly. I make her glasses bigger. Not big enough. It's still not big enough. Let me try again. Yawn is going out, so you can tune in. We're celebrating your birthday tomorrow, so she's prepping. Happy birthday! I hope you get a tasty cake or pie. Your stylus broke last week. I got a new one, but I put the size in 1 pixel to draw, like, at 5 pixels. Whatever. Well, happy birthday to you. What the heck? Okay. Oof. Hope you have a beautiful day. Make this as big as possible. There we go. It's tomorrow here, so happy birthday. Ice cream cake? You love getting icing and drawing on the cake. It's so fun. Definitely recommend. Ooh. I haven't had ice cream cake in years, but it's okay. I probably shouldn't since I'm lactose intolerant. Thank you. Ice cream and cake and cake. I don't know. I'm also heavily lactose intolerant, but I love the stereotype of lactose intolerant people being the ones who consume the most lactose. Also, low ice cream isn't bad if you have lactose intolerance. Yeah. I remember listening to a guy talk about this, and it's like a comparison between someone with a peanut allergy and someone with lactose intolerance. It's because like those with lactose intolerance, they just scoff it off. Like, yeah, I'm just still gonna do it. Like, I still have ice cream. I still have those cream-based pastas. But I feel like with all my intolerances, I've tolerated enough where I built it up. Ice cream still messes with our stomach, at least me. You had a little bit of chocolate ice cream last night, and oh god, suffer from the same affliction. What about a cake where the ice cream is used as a substitute for milk in the recipe? What? Or ice cream used as a substitute for milk? You mean the mixture for ice cream? I wonder. The thing is, wouldn't that make the ice cream like very... I want to say very... Perhaps it would make it very, airy? I'm not sure if it'll get much lift. Because cake made with milk, but... see, now I'm thinking about it, because I've made ice cream before. And ice cream is heavy cream, milk, sugar, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of vanilla. That's the base. Yeah, it will be high in fat. It will be a high-fat cake. You probably use less sugar in the recipe. Probably? I think that's just... I think that's an icebox cake. I think that's what you're describing, Hedgecat. I think that's an icebox cake. But different? It would be dense. Is that a thing? Making a cake with melted ice cream? Melted ice cream cake. Wouldn't that be more like pound cake? Like, yeah, if it's moist and probably dense, it would be closer to pound cake. I'm looking at these pictures and they look like pound cake density. They'd probably be like really smooth too. How about making ice cream with mixture? How about that? Let's look that up. That's an ice cream sandwich cake. That's not what I'm looking for. Is this what I'm looking at? No, don't take me Instagram, no. Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like that's a recipe from the, like, 60s? Where certain ingredients were unavailable. So they had to make things in different ways. Excuse me. I know there's a guy on YouTube. What was his name? Excuse me, B. Dylan Hollis. Excuse me. Would tiramisu be an icebox cake? Good question. No, because tiramisu is not frozen. Yeah, B. Dylan Hollis made a cookbook called Baking Yesteryear, and he uses recipes from all the way up to 1900 to the 1970s. And I think he made such a thing. Let me see if I can look that up. He made a potato cake, he made a dump cake, tomato soup cake. Interesting. The chocolate mayonnaise cake is a thing because it has all the ingredients you need to make a cake anyway. I believe that was the most popular one, using mayonnaise instead of eggs and oil. But I don't think I can't even recall if he made such a thing using ice cream ingredients to make a cake. But it sounds like it would work. Yeah, I can't recall. I don't want to like fixate on this. An icebox cake is a no-bake dairy-based dessert made by layering cookies, wafers, or biscuits with cream, pudding, or fruit, then chilling in the refrigerator until the cookies have softened. Hmm. I always thought that an icebox cake meant that it went in the freezer, however. Perhaps you're right about that. Jeremy. There is a tiramisu icebox cake. There is a regular cake. Uh, sorry, tiramisu as a whole. But the thing is, tiramisu is different because the ladyfingers are soaked in coffee. It's only kept in the fridge so that it keeps stability with the mascarpone cream. The refrigerator is just a stabilizer. It's not really a. It's not really a cake. It's not considered a cake. I wonder why not. Where you make a cake, poke holes, put sweetened condensed milk in it, you put on top of icing, whipped cream with instant pudding. Cake, poke holes, sweetened condensed. That sounds like cream cheese. Also, if I recall, when you make tiramisu, uh, everything, well, not maybe, yeah, most things have to be at room temperature when you make it. And then you refrigerate it for up to a day, when you serve it. So in a way, it is icebox-esque. Oh man, I love tiramisu. I wanna, now I really want tiramisu. Ugh. You know what's an actual dairy nightmare? Tres leche cake. That's a dairy nightmare. Besides cheesecake, that's a dairy nightmare. Oh god, yeah. You want to eat some too. Tres leche is my favorite cake, but it's one of my favorite cakes, excuse me. But I don't have it that much because it's so taxing on the stomach. Um, for those who don't know what a tres leche cake is, it translates to 3 milks, which is regular milk, condensed milk, and evaporated milk. And all these things are mixed together and dumped over a cake. It makes the cake wet, but that's the point. It's supposed to absorb into the cake and make it like extra delicious and creamy. I think I'm done with her face. Sorry, I'm looking over my art. My other favorite cake is dulce de leche cake, which is just the condensed milk as a topping. Not to be confused with flan, that's something different. I've never had flan, I think. Or maybe I didn't like it. Maybe I've had it before and I just don't remember. I don't remember liking it. Flan's pretty good? Okay. But the question is, make it myself? Buy it? I don't know. You had flan. You don't like egg-based desserts that much. Do you like medium to hard set custard? There are mixes out there for it, but the caramel sauce will probably suck. Oh, is that the problem? The caramel sauce? Um, thing is, like, I like gelato, but I think I understand the whole egg-based desserts being like, eh, because they're pretty easy to like mess up. Because like tempering eggs is very difficult. You can temper eggs to a point where you can basically accidentally cook them. But the thing is, like, I've made caramel before. It's not that hard. But I know that the caramel sauce for the flan is a different color. It's that really dark, almost espresso-like color. I've made the butter-like caramel before. Gonna over here. You love key lime pie, but if you bake it wrong, the texture becomes ugh with it. Just never get the temperature right, and half the time you wind up making toffee. You need a candy thermometer. Yes, getting a candy thermometer is like very important. I keep telling myself I need to get one too. I have thermometers, but candy thermometer is a must when it comes to that sort of thing. Um, I've also tried key lime pie. Because when I went to Florida, I brought back a slice for my boyfriend, and I tried a bite of his, and it was really good. Unfortunately, it's like hard to find key lime pie outside of like really good key lime pie outside of Florida. This is with caramel. It's so silky smooth when it's done. Ah. Hmm. Perhaps I should look into making it. Making flan at home. That's not prepackaged garbage. Uh, I don't know. I kind of have the ick. I don't know why flan seems like a strange food to me. It uses so many eggs. You try some. You would like to make a dessert, but it's fun, but it's not enough money right now. Isn't flan just creme brulee? It's creme brulee without the cracked part. So yeah, you're not wrong. You just don't flambe the top. Also, speaking of creme brulee, as nice of an idea that is, I kind of hate it because the sugar just sticks to my teeth, and I hate anything that sticks to my teeth. Uh. So my favorite dessert to eat all the time is lemon bars. I'm not a lemon person. I don't like lemon desserts. It's tart. Sorry. When I think dessert, I think sweet. Except in the case with chocolate, I don't mind some bitterness, but I don't like tart. I don't think I just like tart things. Unless it's like done to a degree where it's sweet enough and tart enough where I can really enjoy it. I need a base color. Mm. I've had a lemon cupcake before, and it was ugh, like too tart. I often wonder why people like lemon desserts outside of like looking like it's a very beautiful color. Like I love lemon yellow, but as a dessert, yikes. You like lemon pound cake? Ooh. Well, lemon pound cake is mostly sugar. And I've made lemon pound cake. I like lemon pound cake, but it's so sweet that the lemon part is just not a problem for me. Lemon poppy seed muffins. Oh, you like muffins? I don't see the hype around muffins. I think muffins are just an excuse to have a cupcake for breakfast. No offense, like, the difference between a muffin and a cupcake is, like, a lack of a frosting. Also, muffins are, like, really calorically dense. I had no idea how many calories were in, muffins. When I found out, like, the last muffin I had was around 600 calories, I'm like, this is a meal. I'm done with this food. You thought the difference was the size? No, you can have small muffins. There are large muffins, there are mini muffins, there are regular size muffins. There are people who make them big. But the way that they're made, they're basically the same, it's just muffins don't get frosting. And they're probably a little bit closer to bread density. Yeah, they're also heavier because they're denser. You've had a muffin with frosting? Sounds like a cupcake. At least the top was covered in chocolate. Eh. Your favorite desserts are ice cream sorbet, no-bake cheesecake, and mandolines? Mandolines are good. I've had the castels. I know they're not the same, but it's also like... Yeah, I was shocked that Otis muffins were 450 calories. Yeah. I can have an actual meal instead of having a muffin. But my favorite desserts are really soft cakes in general. Ice cream, cookies. I love brownies. Gelato. I'm not a pie person. I don't like pie. I could eat a pudding, but I'm not really a pudding person. Jello is only okay to me. I do like cupcakes. I do like cheesecake, but I like the baked ones. Is a no-bake cheesecake also an icebox cake? Especially if its base is like a cookie. Bars are your favorite. But is it layered? It could be. But the problem would be, trying to layer a no-bake cheesecake without the toppings sinking through. Okay, now I have a base to work with. I can see what the heck I'm doing. Whoops. They have a crust filling that's thick part of the time, though I guess a bar is pretty much a flat open topped pie. A lemon bar? Maybe? Sometimes you have to split layered cold pies. Split layered cold pies? Huh? Honestly, you're not sure what your favorite dessert might be. Like the bottom is denser than the top. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that sounds like, oh, crap. What's that name? Oh, it's a black and white dessert that's Canadian. Oh, why can't I think of it? Oh, the Nai bar. That's what it's called. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it. I've only read it. The Naimo bar. I want to try that. So this is a no-bake dessert. The base looked like it's filled with nuts and graham crackers and such. The middle part is a custard, and the top part looks like a ganache. This is one. Unfortunately, it's a custard, so if you don't like custards, it's probably not for you. But I want to make this because I can't seem to find it anywhere unless I go further up north. It looks good, it sounds good, but one thing for sure, I don't like coconut unless it's paired with chocolate. Oh, I'll also make exception for coconut in certain rice dishes, but outside of that, no. It does look tasty, yeah. Like those who live in the Pacific Northwest of the United States, they're the ones who make it. Anywhere else, it's not really a thing. It's a strictly Canadian dessert. That's why I want to make it at home, so I can finally try it. Let me name this so I don't screw this up later. Whoa. close. Oh yeah, I figured that a while back. I can't show that. There we go. Well, you know what? The problem with, unfortunately, the problem with Sanique here is that very pale person. So getting the rendering is a bit tricky. You just shade them with more normal skin tones while leaving the majority white. Well, that's just bizarre. No offense, but that's weird. One moment. Gotta switch that one out. There we go. You mildly blame Commander Keen? What? It was your choice. Does Sanique get a tan in the sun, or do they turn red? That's a good question. Does Sanique get sunburned, or do they actually tan? Considering Frey, they probably tan. Okay. So they. Okay, so Sanique tans. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong color. Mm. Oh, guess that was the wrong color. What song is this? Sounds cool. It's called Exaltation. It's from Arknights. You would have to search Arknights Act or Die OST Exaltation. Let me write that down for you. I never got around to reading this side story, but people do die in it. It is a murder mystery story. Saved, okay. I should have read the story considering that it's about a character that I do like, but I was pressed for time at the around the release of it. Okay. I hope this looks okay so far. I know when I render in a pencil and paper, it doesn't look as nice. By the way, since All brought it up, if there's a song that you like from my soundtrack, just let me know and I'll give you the name of it. What spell are they casting over there in the picture? Oh, I actually don't know. What do you think? What would be a spell that SK would be casting? I know they are ice aspected. Yeah, it could be ice. I did make it kind of sparkly. Maybe something icy, yeah. I know I made it black because, to me, spells start out dark before they get expounded. The idea is that the spell is condensing before it expands. That's my idea of how spellcasting works. Because you're gathering the energy in a condensed state before it gets released. They cast Brain Freeze. You cast Marshmallow Hell. Oh my gosh. Here. Oh wait. That's a bit too bright. I think. Let's see this one. I think Sonic's more royal-ish blue. Yeah. I really like this blue. I know that Sanique wears pretty drab clothing, but they do have that pop of color that is their hair. This is really a beautiful shade of blue. The color offsets the dull clothes. Yep, exactly. I was gonna go with the Sonic the Hedgehog blue, but that's a royal blue. And that's a little bit dark. Darker than this blue anyway. Even though I love me a royal blue, but I just really like the way this is popping out. I also don't want to forget the highlights, which are the whites on both sides of the face. Blue is a good go-to color. Yeah, I know. But I want it to be the correct shade of blue. Um, I also want it to blend well before I shade the hair. Inside of the ears is usually white too, but that may just be down to the skin tone. Uh, you've not put too much thought into it. So, do you want the inside to be painted white as well? Or should I just leave it blue? Because I know, your character is designed by, the character creator in Final Fantasy XIV, and they have some limitations on where the colors go. It's not hyper particular. But the thing about drawing something out is that I have control. I can make whatever the heck I want. I get those skin ears in 14. Oh. Hmm. Well, if that's what you want, then let's just do it for the sake of accuracy. Well, Makote is cursed. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna shade the hair. Okay, great. I still have time because I have a another study group after this. Actually, let me check if anything has changed. Gonna have to wrangle this in. The thing about having bright colors is shading them is gonna be interesting. Oh, welcome to the stream, Kitty's Dawn. How much time do you think Sonny spends getting the white fade on that hair just right? That's a good question. After all, when your hair grows, you have to change up the fade to accommodate your style. I want to start a rumor and say roughly estimate of 2 hours because they're hyper particular. Random weird lore. Considering from the start, I've always thought of the white streaks being just bleached from chemical splashback. They probably just leaned over a beaker. So, but you know, hair grows, and if you want to keep that style that they seem to have grown fond of, or at least used to, they would have to keep bleaching it. The streaks were going to be yellow, but I decided against it. Yellow streaks. That sounds bizarre. They keep bleaching it in accidents, yellow and blue. When you bleach dark hair, it turns blonde, right? Oh yeah, you're right. Because you've stripped it of its melanin. Especially if it's like a chemical bleach, and then it gets exposed to the sun. Do they have blue eyebrows? I don't remember. It has to be blue, right? It would match the hair. sorry. Even the hairstyle held alchemy in mind. Ah. You think you also tried yellow with blue streaks and didn't like it. You occasionally color them blue. Yeah, usually just to make them black to keep it simple. Ah, okay. Hmm. I know typically like um eyebrows are just either the same color as your hair or a little bit darker than your hair color. Um, this is why I think blue eyebrows are a little bit funny. I'm gonna make them a bit darker though, because it won't be as I guess silly looking. Okay, and the eyes are green. I'm gonna move on to the face. It looks like the right green. White. It's not the correct. Okay. Oh, it's hot. I think summer's gonna be a little bit brutal for me. Sitting in this room, it's gonna get really hot. I typically draw in my, well, when I get the chance, I typically draw in the bedroom because that's the cooler room. It's just naturally cooler room. Because where my computer is the living room, and that's where all the electronics are. That's why this room is always hot. It's one of the reasons why when I'm drawing, I just pick up where I left off, even if it's been a week. Because I'd rather keep my computer off if it means the room gets cooled down. see, let's see. Wait. Is it weird that when I render the eye, I use two different colors? I use both blue and red for the shadows of the eyes. I've done this for a while and I've never deviated from that. Nah. Because that's what I think about when I look at eyes. Like, they have those two colors besides white. They're bits of red and bits of blue. And plus, they're not truly white. So that's why when I paint the whites of the eyes, they're usually off-white. Especially like an off-white blue. Never thought about making nomadic inspired patterns in MS Paint. Will be this time consuming and hard. MS Paint is fun to fiddle around with. Yeah. You're picking your own challenges. While using skin tones for shading, you use light blue for the eyes when I bother to shade them. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I go to the color square here. While it's at white, because I was doing the highlights, I usually go a little bit over. Say I go to blue, right? I go a little bit over. This is the color I use for skin, and this is the color I use for eyes. Because it makes the most sense for me. Because it's not truly... Eyes are never truly white unless they're bleached. No, maybe I should do the skirt first. I like it because it's simple. I use MS Paint because it's old man proof that I'm an old man. But MS Paint has evolved over the years. Well, especially if you're using the new one, if it still exists. Now they added layers and now you can actually use it transparent backgrounds and I'm like, yay! Right, I'm doing the skirt first. Let me see if I can get a picture. You have no idea what a vector or a raster layer is. Oh. I think I can try to explain. So hold on. Let me do this away from my stuff here. If I were to do a new raster layer. So, new raster layer, expression, color, blending mode, normal. Let's make it something different. Make it multiply. Let's make it gray. Let's actually make it more monochrome. No, gray. Okay, we're gonna do that. So I believe, yeah. A raster is just, it's great for grayscale pictures. Like even though I'm in hard blue, it's showing as black. Yeah, it's scalable without quality loss. For vector, but vector also allows you to change it a lot. I'm just gonna trash this. Make a new layer. Let's make a new vector layer. Let's keep it color. I recall vectors are used primarily for its for line art because it's so smooth, and yeah, lack of quality loss. But I also know that you can change certain things here. I think it's this. Yeah, there it is. So if you go to the operation tool, you can basically change your vector. You can manipulate the vectors, basically. You can't do this with a raster. It's less drawing and more programmable line art. Yeah, basically. Let's say I wanted to extend this further. I can do this. There's no quality loss. I can also extend this a bit too. I can also probably like curve this a bit more if I wanted to. I think I can also remove some of these vectors, but I don't remember how. Where is it? Oh, is this alignment? Oh, shoot. That's cool. Interesting. But yeah, programmable line art, as Hedgecat would say. But I think for raster, you want that for coloring. Let's actually make that again. Raster. Keep it as color. Oh, but that's like a regular one. If it's color, then it's just a normal layer. Let's do that again. Grayscale. Go back to my brush. It stays gray. And I'm gonna convert it back. Can I convert this? Nope. Ooh, monochrome is very harsh. Skirts. Harasser. Okay. Maybe I should learn my toolkit. Is it saved colors? Not sure. Single line can have as many points of manipulation along as you want. These points can be used to change how it's curved, how thick the line art is, etc. It can be extremely fiddly though. Power line extended. Line art learns cursive. So what's the color pad on the upper right? Oh, this right here. This is my color history. So whatever color I use, it's just saved up here, which is great because let's say I was using blue for a bit, I can just like recall it over here. Color history is great, especially if I'm working with one layer and I just want to alternate between several colors in that one layer. And I don't have to keep rearranging it over down here. Here I take a color picker, use it, and then use my color history to go back and forth and back and forth. I'm going to use this green again, but I'm going to make it darker. And okay, let's check. That's a bit too dark. It looks similar, but not quite. But I think I want to stick with that. You would like to have a layer and make a big old blot of colors you pick from. Oh yeah, I used to do that too. But it's easier just to do this. To have the color history up here. It used to be down here where my color box was, and that's kind of useless to me because you're not really helping me if you're hiding behind a tab. So I pulled it out and put it over here so I can always see it. Oh shoot, before I forget, if you're in the US, today is National Donut Day, and there are places that participate in National Donut Day. They will give you a donut for free. You just have to ask about it. Dunkin', Krispy Kreme, I believe Paris Baguette is participating. You just have to ask if your local donut spot is participating in National Donut Day. You never had a donut before? Thanks. You'll be hunting for donuts. Yeah, so today is National Donut Day, and ask for a free donut. Is this a good color for khaki skirt? Why am I under top? So I want to do one last thing. I want to add the top color because I'm running out of time. Yeah, what's the color on the top gonna be? Maybe I should make it match her eyes. Wouldn't that be interesting? This would be a placeholder color. Because, I need to see the match. I'm not settled on this color, it's just I need to see how it looks. I'm already seeing problems with it. It's a bit too bright. Also, it doesn't really complement the skirt very well, now that I think about it. Lighter beige? Yeah. You know what the cool thing is? This is, if you were to, let's say, shade after the fact, you go to, not that one. Was it here? No. Edit, tonal correction, hue, saturation, and luminosity. Lower the saturation. Actually, keep it. Lower the luminosity. No, actually, saturation. Let's change the hue ever so slightly. I know there are other artists who use this tool whenever they put something down, and they're like, I just shaded everything, but it doesn't look, it's not the color that I want. So they would go back and edit it this way. Oh, here we are. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. And look, I found beige, but it's not quite the beige that I want. Oops, it becomes yellow. Whoops. Right here. Perfect. Now we have our beige. And now that I have this color, I can put it into my history and then build upon that. A bit too... I'm gonna have to blend that a little bit. It's not really capturing the softness of her top. That's cool as heck. That's still a beige. Well, it's a shade of beige. I can just change it later. It does look like a light gray. Daily dose of Facebook. Have fun with that. I mean, like I said, if it's not the right color, I can just adjust it again. Edit. Tonal. Is that more beige? I just need a bit more light, right? Maybe it needs more saturation. Whoops. That looks like a really pale yellow. That looks a little bit too white. That's too dark. Light yellow, brown, right? I've always viewed it as a light brown, but I guess it could be a yellow. The base is yellow. I think that's beige enough. Yeah, now the shadow looks a bit nicer. Beige is more of a gray brown in my opinion. Oh, I guess beige is debatable. Oh, I love this song. Take care, Helio. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, I have to keep an eye on the clock because I have to go soon. Eat plenty of cake. I guess you can always just Google what the internet says is beige. The thing is, beige is on a spectrum too. Like, there's different versions of beige. To a point where wood colors are involved. Like, ugh. Keep getting Minecraft videos on Facebook. How can I find AI watermelon? What the heck? add more colors for the shadows in some spots where there would be a occlusion, or rather just a darker cast shadow in some spots. I think it would be here. Water dogs? Would a watermelon dog be a chunky green dachshund? I would say a husky instead of a chunky, but a husky as a dog. I would think a watermelon dog would be a pug or a bulldog because they're round enough. Or it can be a Pompadour because that's also a chunky dog. Well, more like a fluffy dog. Has someone done that before? They made a watermelon dog? A Pomanella. What about a tree dog? Tree dog. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a pun on that. I just need to see a breed of dog. What would be a good name? Actually, I need to think of a tree. There's dogwood. That's funny. Leave me alone. Whoops. Blue spruce, there's a dragon tree, honey locust, sycamore, silver birch. Is there a dog that's silver-like? I don't know, because there's some dog breeds that are based in locations like the Australian Shepherd, the American Eskimo dog, stuff like that, but Rottweiler, oak, rubber. Did Pokemon do this yet? Did Pokemon make a dog that's a tree yet? I don't think so. Borzai would be a good stick dog. I can't think of a portmanteau. Oh, maybe there is a tree called a curry tree. So what about a border curry? A border curry tree dog. That could work? Question mark? Kind of old with sunglasses. Why does it say there are no more posts on my Facebook? Is this some kind of prank? I need my AI talk. Refresh. It's time to refresh. Speaking of which, I have to go. I'll have to fix that later. I'll have to fix it next time. I don't know if I have time to do this later. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Here's my work progress so far. Let me center this. I know that YouTube likes to take this as a thumbnail. Thanks for joining me, folks. I will catch you next Friday around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier. Hopefully a bit earlier, if my energy levels dictate that I can. That being said, I think the next stream will be the final round of the Sanique concept page, or should I say just a character page? And then I will start another page. I think it will be my own character, though. I have to pick which one. Not Siren, unfortunately. Happy noon to me. Thank you, thank you. Alright, until we meet again, stay safe and take care. Bye now.